Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. I think it's a nice stitch to do for a baby blanket or whatever project you like to do. It's reversible. The sides are the same, back and front. Yeah. It's very easy, and I think for a baby blanket will be okay because it has this opening. It has the opening, so it's quite good. Okay, this stitch works with multiples of 2 plus 3 more. So I'm gonna work with this yarn. I'm gonna work with 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. The sample that I just showed you, I worked with 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I have here multiples of 2, 14, and I'm gonna chain 3 more. 1, 2 and 3. We're gonna skip the first 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th yarn over the hook we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1. We're gonna skip the next chain, and into the next chain we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1. We're gonna skip the next chain, and into the next we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and we're gonna do like this until we finish this row. So skip the next chain, and into the next we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1. Skip the next chain, and into the next a double crochet, chain 1. We skip the next chain, and into the next we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1. Skip the next chain, and into the next double crochet, and to the last chain that we have here we're gonna do a double crochet. And now we're gonna repeat this row once again. We're gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work into the first here stitch, the double crochet. We're gonna do a double crochet. You're always gonna do this at the beginning of the row and the end of the row. Chain 1, and we're gonna go to the next double crochet through the stitch. So we're gonna skip that chain, and we're gonna go to the double crochet, and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and move to the next double crochet through the stitch. I'm gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, move to the next double crochet, and we're gonna do a double crochet in there, chain 1, next double crochet through the stitch, a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, and we have the last double crochet and the chain. So we're going to go to the next double crochet, and we're going to do a double crochet in there, and to the top chain right there we're going to do a double crochet. Now chain 3, turn your work. Like I said, the first double crochet here we're gonna go in there and do a double crochet to the next stitch, yarn over the hook, and in this first space right here we're gonna do a puff. I'm gonna go 5 times, so once, twice, 3, 4 and 5th. Pull the yarn through all the loops, not this one. Then yarn over, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1. So now between the double crochet, the spaces between the double crochets, we're gonna do the puffs where we have the chain between the double crochets. So we're gonna go to the next space, and we're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1, and we're gonna do like this row. So you move to the next space, and you in through that through that space we're gonna do a puff. So 1, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1, and we're gonna do like this. Move to the next space and do a puff. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1. So we move to the next space and we're gonna do the same, a puff. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the yarn through all the loops, the last 2, chain 1. And now we have the last space here, so we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do a puff. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain. No, this time we're not gonna chain 1. When you do the row with the puffs, we're not gonna chain 1. So yarn over the hook, we have now the double crochet and the chain 3. So we're gonna go to the double crochet and we're gonna do a double crochet. Like I said, we're gonna finish with 2 double crochet at the end. So we have the chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go on the 3rd chain on top there and we're gonna do a double crochet. So now when you want to change colors, the colors you're gonna change when you have to start the row with the double crochet chain 1. So when you have like this, you don't finish the last double crochet, you're gonna attach the new color, you're gonna pull through the new color through these 2 loops, and then you're gonna do the row with the double crochets. So we're gonna chain 3, turn your work. So like I said, the first double crochet is here, so you're gonna do 2 double crochets with a chain now, and you're gonna finish the row with 2 double crochets. Yeah. So now we're gonna have to do the rows like I said with the double crochets and chain 1. So you're gonna chain 1, and the space between the puffs, we're gonna place in each space a double crochet. So we're gonna go to the first space between the puffs and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, move to the next space between the puffs, double crochet, chain 1, next space, double crochet, chain 1, and so on. Chain 1, next space between the puffs, double crochet, chain 1, and we have here the double crochet here and the chain. So we're gonna skip the puff and we're gonna go straight to the double crochet there. I'm gonna do a double crochet and a double crochet on top of the 3rd chain right there. Yeah, it's gonna look like this. So now we're gonna repeat 1 more row of double crochet, chain 1. So we're gonna chain 3, turn your work. The first double crochet is here, yarn over the hook, we're gonna go to the first stitch and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and then we're gonna move to the next double crochet on top and do a double crochet, chain 1, next double crochet, chain 1, and you go to each double crochet and do a double crochet on top, and then you chain 1. So next double crochet, chain 1. So we reach the end, we have the double crochet and the chain 3. So we're gonna move to the next double crochet through the stitch, double crochet, and on top of the 3rd chain right there, a double crochet. Yeah. So now we're gonna chain 3, turn your work, and now we're gonna do the row with the puffs. Yeah. So the first double crochet is here, we're gonna go on top there through the stitch and do a double crochet. Yeah. So yarn over the hook, we have the space between the last double crochet that we did and the next. So in this space we're gonna do a puff. Once, twice, third, fourth and fifth. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last two, chain one, and you move to the next space, the one chain space between the double crochets, and do a puff. So you move to the next space and do a puff. So you're gonna go 5 times in there. Next space. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last two, chain one, and so on. So the last space is here, so we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, third, fourth and fifth. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last two, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go to the next double crochet, and we're gonna do a double crochet in there and a double crochet on the third top chain. So now you're gonna chain, for example, like now when you have to change, now is the moment that you change the colors, yeah. So you do the changing over the colors and the puff. Each 3 rows, yeah, you change colors. So this is very easy, this stitch. That it's gonna take a lot of yarn with these puffs, a lot of yarn. So this is the sides. So if you want to do this with a variegated yarn or change colors, it's up to you. It looks like this. You can do this with any yarn size that you like. You can do it thinner yarn, or thick, depends. You can put borders if you like for a blanket, yeah. Okay, well, this is the stitch. I hope you enjoy. Give it a try. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.